Hey everyone, and welcome to my playthrough of Shovel Knight! I have been waiting so long to do this. As you've heard in my previous update video, I just picked this game up, and I am really excited to be playing it with you guys. So, let's name our character. Well, it won't affect. They won't use this name in games, so I think I'll just call it Kabuto. I'm not going to mess with that. So, without further ado, let's view it. See what it's there. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, and cursed amulet wrought with a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit's broken. He became what every broken knight wants to do: a farmer. A grieving Shovel Knight went to a life of solitude and farming! Without champions, the land was seized by vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now the tower is unsealed, and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin, and that adventure is ours. It's shoveling time! So, as you can see from the aesthetics, we are Shovel Knight. And this game is modeled after a lot of NES games. But, don't let its retro looks fool you, it is a fully modern game. We armed with the Shovel Blade, a versatile weapon that can do a simple swipe that defeats most enemies. And by pressing down, we can use a pogo attack, which allows us to bounce off enemies, much like Scrooge McDuck in DuckTales, the video game, also for the NES. Also, I love the aesthetics here. I know Grasslands as a starting level is kind of overused, but just the tower looming, the pine trees, oh, I don't know they're pine trees, but the evergreen trees, it's so pretty. I like it. So we go down here, that's where we're supposed to learn the shovel drop, but I have already shown you that. We are going to be using this for a lot, including bouncing off bubbles. This is just an introduction level meant to get you introduced to the gameplay mechanics. Wow, an introduction level that introduces you to the gameplay mechanics. I would have never guessed! Ribbon and commentary. So we just hop over here, pogo on the enemy, and we move along on a merry way. I guess I should. This is an opportune place to show what happens when you die. You're going along your merry way, and you die. You are sent back to the nearest checkpoint and lose some of your gold. It's relatively small, but if you have a lot, it can add up to be a lot of money that you lose. If you die again, that money will vanish and be replaced. However, if you make it back in one piece, you can collect the gold, making taking death, you really have no penalty. We have a dragon here, and if we just poke on his head for a while, yeah, he dies pretty easily. He drops an apple, but we didn't need it since we are just that good! Alright. Poke down here. Sorry if I'm not commentating very much. It's actually kind of hard to commentate on this. It's just kind of the starting level. Oh, here's a good moment to talk about this mechanic. As you can see, when we hit this wall, it'll go away and reveal stuff. There's usually a visual tell, and I'll go over them in each episode. Which I can talk about this one. Swap this guy. Alright. You see that there is a little bit of a crack in this one. You destroy him, boom! We go through here, pick up this dirt mound, and we pick up a music sheet. We'll get into what those are useful for later. Also, if you hit one here, you'll get a dirt clod. I just like saying the word clod. So, we go back on our intended path, and here we have another dirt clod. Destroy all this dirt. Drop on this guy. Destroy this dirt. Poke on this guy. And we get a diamond for our trouble. Not bad at all. What have we here? We have turkey. This will, from what I can tell, it'll restore a lot of your life and magic. Which we can't use right now because we don't have any items. Okay. Just want to get rid of some of this because there is good stuff in it. You know what? Never mind. I don't need to go that bad. Like, need to speed things up a bit. New checkpoint, bounce off a bubble, and I just contradicted myself by picking that up. Alright. Here we have a bit of a parkour challenge. We just jump on that guy twice, go gold, and you may want to say, oh, but CPU Kabuto, you're wrong. There's ladders over there. What are you doing here? Well, if you were paying attention, you'd know that there was a secret here. Trouble is full of these, and they're very worth collecting, as we find another music sheet. So we just have to go across all these bubbles again, nearly fell there. Alright, so, just jump up here. Beware, because there can be enemies hidden in there. Alright. And sometimes there's no visual tell. However, you might see a little something there, and you're like, hey, how did that get there? See it pan down, and you'll know that there is actually something hidden down here. See, it's clever like that. That's something I really appreciate. If you find our first treasure chest, just knock the lock off with a shovel, and reap the benefits. Throw a dirt clod for dirt mound. Sometimes dirt mounds can have carrots in them, so that's another thing to keep in mind if you're low on health. Just can't go off these dragons. We're out of this new platform. Here we have another dragon. However, this is in a much more dangerous spot. Okay, never mind. Alright. Alright, we move on. Collect the thing. Go on the guy. And we move on. Shovel Knight's playstyle is actually one that I enjoy, because you can essentially stomp on things like in Mario. But you also have a ranged attack. I like it. It's got a lot of... It's kind of an amalgamation of lots of old NES stuff, Like, I imagine this is kind of a Castlevania style game. Just how you're moving along here. Although it does have... It's a lot of different things rolled up into one. Including the island system, which I also think comes from Castlevania. Alright, but on the dragon, we can reach a secret! Which I'm sure is nothing new for you now. Get another treasure chest. Just money, but we're going to see that money is very important here. Very soon. Okay. Back to the task at hand. Okay, let the diamond go. Well, gem fall. Listen to that. Anyway, back comes Epic. Well, we're actually apparently near the end. Okay. So we got a turkey and we have a checkpoint. I smell a boss. And a boss we shall find. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later. The cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing for you here anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I have no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Stay alive, Shovel. We have our first boss fight against Black Knight. So, as you can imagine, Black Knight's fighting style is very similar to your own. It's generally a good idea to poke on him. In fact, he has his own little mirror version of the Shuffle Drop, which is actually kind of cool. Alright. He'll sometimes laugh like that, and that's your chance to get a free hit on him. In fact, I'm doing terribly! Already got me down to half health. Then again, I've got him lower than half health, so... He'll sometimes fire projectiles at you. You just want to... You can hit those back, I just didn't. Because I am terrible, and I'm about to die. And I'm gonna... Yep, I died. Whoops. Alright. Need to play a bit more cautiously. Thankfully, since the death penalty is so lenient, you can and there's always a checkpoint right before the boss. You don't have to replay a level a bunch of times just to get another shot at beating the boss. Which is good, because this game has some pretty difficult bosses. And if I die another time, I'm just gonna cut ahead to when I beat him. Because at this point, you've seen exactly what he's all about. Yeah, no, never mind. I might be able to save this. Oh, yeah, yep, I'm gonna get a chance to show off that. And, yep, ooh, I got a hit off on him. Sorry if I'm not commentating, it's kind of taking my concentration. Ooh! Oh, dang it! Sorry for bursting out your eardrums. Okay, cut to when I beat him. And it was on the next attempt. And with that, we have cleared the starting area. Alright. Alright. So, what happens? Oh, one of these streams. Nice. Okay. So, at certain times, when you clear a level, you will be given a dream of Shield Knight falling. And you have to... Alright, it should spell it out for me. Catch her! We're going slow-mo, so you have time to do it. And I caught her successfully. I'm not sure what difference it makes if you don't catch her. Alright. So, you might be tempted to leave, but if you put out your campfire, you'll be handsomely rewarded with 150 gold. Not much, but every little bit helps. And now, the world map has opened up for us. Okay, I'll introduce us to the village. Oh, no weapons. We have enough to worry about lately with everyone swinging swords about. Oh, that's no weapon, it's just a shovel. You may enter then. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. So, it's true, if we talk to this bard, for example. Hey, Grumbler, I'm but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you handsomely. Ooh, you have 2 music sheets. Magnificent. I'll take 500 gold for each. Yes, that's the significance of music sheets. They'll give you extra money. We just got 1,000 gold. And they'll open up a song that you can play at any time while you're in the village. They sometimes do that. And so we got these two. We got these two from the points of passing, and we can play them at any time. Personally, I really like Strike the Earth, just because it's such a catchy tune. So there's a little more to do in town. Here we have the gastronomer. Pottage and poultry, mutton and meat, the maximum health will increase if you eat. So yeah, you'll increase your max health if you give him a meal ticket. Which you'll get from paying this guy. So why not? I'm gonna get a meal ticket. Oh, meal ticket! Hand it to me. I'll get to work on my best recipe. He likes speaking a rhyme, doesn't he? I add to his rhyme. I'll down to your palate in no time or less. One and see. And pardon the best. I love it. I love that. I just now noticed that. And I played through this game fully. What does that say about me? So, we just increased our max life. And if you pay this lady, she'll give you more magic for use of your relics. Although we have no relics. So if we go underground, we'll find this character, Chester. Hey Buddha, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I got for you today. Wanna have a look? We have 2 relics, the fishing rod and the chaos sphere. I'm gonna buy both of these in order to balance. The way we use this is we press up and the attack button. The fishing rod will actually allow us to fish in bottomless pits. And it can also be used to drop an anchor on people. The chaos sphere can be used to bounce around and kill enemies. That's simple enough. Hello, fish friend! Oh, the Tropical King! Hello? You've never heard of the Tropical King? Half trout and half apple, pronounced like mouthful. He's one of the forest gods, there to help those in need. I'm telling the truth! If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft and the Tropical King will appear. As it happens, I've been entrusted to sell tropical chalices to believers. Would you like one? Trust me, you're gonna want one. Unfortunately, we can't get one since we're short on gold. That's a bummer. Alright, I'll go over these guys. This switch tells you she'll tell you you're useless. She'll tell you all your useless stats. This lady will dance with you. Oh, that's fun tonight. If someone to defeat him, I'll bestow upon you my greatest treasure. And this, the King of Nothing. King Knight sits upon Clarimore's throne. He'll get... Everyone's welcome. So that's just the bartender. And these two will give you some... And you can have these two by being each of the knights of the Order of No Quarters stages. Wow, that was an apple. Okay. Alright. So, if we can actually bounce on that girl too. Not that we're gonna need it. We can also get on this girl's back. And if I can jump, nope. Nope, okay. Move closer. Alright, there we go. We get a chest, which might pay for a travel challenge. Yes, it will. And we also got a music sheet. Why did I need to? Wow, incredible! You really are Shovel Knight. What did I say? Alright. Okay. I just need to go back to the travel. Alright. Alright. This video may be going on a bit long, but I need to go one more. You know, I'll show you the beginning of the next video. But first, I want to ask you guys something. There is an option for body swap, which means you can customize the gender of any person. I'm gonna keep Shovel Knight. I'm gonna keep Shovel Knight, Dark Knight, Black Knight, Shovel Knight, Black Knight, and Shield Knight. All the same for the sake of consistency. But next time we're going to be taking on King Knight. So I want to know, do you want King Knight or Queen Knight? Let me know in the poll in the top right corner of the screen. That should be letting you know right now that you can make a poll, that you can participate in the poll to determine whether we'll be fighting King Knight or Queen Knight next. It's not really, it doesn't have any gameplay differences, but I think it would be a fun bit of user customization, if you will. So, also you're going to want to get this, you're going to want to participate, okay. Participation for that will be launched the day of this video's release, which will be July 8th. So all participation must be in by 12 p.m. that day, because that's when I'm going to be uploading. That's when I'm going to be recording the next episode of this. Anyway, on this episode of Shovel Knight, we cleared the Plains of Passage and got ourselves a travel chalice. Next time, well, we're going to be visiting the Travel Pond, and then taking a quick tour to Prime Morky. See you guys then.